day one in Scotland, Rather Road Invitational, and just kind of getting ready. I think I'm gonna have to stay at the venue for a while because there's a quick turnaround between event 1 and 2. So all my clothes are sprawled out, just trying to pick out my outfits for the day.
What all do you pack for a day at the venue?
Yeah, so I've packed like 2 or 3 extra outfits because I don't want to get there and change my mind on what to wear. And like I'm also so crazy that like I'm wearing these leggings, but I packed 2 other pairs of leggings just in case I'm warming up and I feel like I just don't like these or they're like sliding around or something. Then I'll change. Then I brought some sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt to just kind of like. Actually, I can warm up in this, but we also have to run outside, so if it's cold, I might throw that on. But I plan on wearing a sports bra. And then I packed 2 different trainers because I don't know which pair I'm going to wear for the second workout. And then I have 2 bags. This is my gym bag. This one has runners, sweat towel, and then just all my typical things like knee sleeves, grips, tape, wristbands. And then this has a ton of snacks. I brought a bagel, and then I stole these from the breakfast downstairs. Some jelly. Then I have oatmeal. These are baby food. I brought it. Don't know if I'll eat it because I've never had like this brand before. I don't know about that. Vitamin water, some fig bars, and salts, bananas, snacks, and then just some powder carb. This is actually my first international competitions. This is all new to me. I've been around the world like traveling a lot for CrossFit, but I've never actually competed. I've done like meet and greets and stuff like that. So this jet lag, adjusting the time change, and honestly, the food has been the most interesting. I'm mostly like always. I need a kitchen, a refrigerator, all of that, so I can like have an option to cook. But normally I don't even end up cooking because I'll have like someone meal prep, like send me something, or I'll just go to Whole Foods and get pre-cooked everything. But that doesn't exist. At least that I know. I haven't found it. It could be here, but I just didn't find it. So there's a place called Nando's here, and just kind of like chicken and rice. And by the way, we can't find white rice. It's called spicy rice, and like you don't really want spicy rice before you work out. I don't prefer that. But that's all I got. So I just like ordered like 8 orders of it yesterday, and stuck it all in the fridge. So I just have like chicken and rice for lunches and dinners coming up. I'm excited. I haven't been nervous at all. I think I'm just trying to like have fun. I'm not really stressed. Of course, I want to do the best that I can. I've obviously trained really hard for this, so I want to show that off. But I'm also just trying to have fun. I think that's kind of like everyone that I've talked to kind of feels like that. All the athletes. It's really cool that we get a trip to Scotland out of this and get to kind of like have fun and compete. I'm a little bit nervous always before the first event, no matter what it is. It could be like literally the best possible event for me, and I'll be like really nervous just to get it started. And a long run, something I think I'm good at, but it's just nerve wracking because that one's gonna hurt. So once that one's out of the way, that'll be nice. And then we have a muscle up workout after that. That one's a little bit scary, but other than that, everything seems really fun. We get a fun like back squat, handstand push up workout at the end of today. It's gonna be like 8 o'clock. That's what time I've been going to bed. So that's the only downfall of that one. But I'm excited. It'll be fun. I feel a little bit more calm here because there's nothing to lose. Like when you're at semifinals, it's kind of like if you have a bad workout, well, you maybe can't go to the games then. So there's always something on the line. But at Rogue, there's nothing really to lose after this. So just want to go out there and have fun. And when I have fun, that's when I do my best. So that's the plan. Two events down. One more to go tonight. Not till 8 o'clock. I'm tired. It's 5. The turnaround after event 1 to 2 was so quick. I literally had 30 minutes to like sit and I ate a little snack. Then I'd start warming up again. And like the first event was actually very taxing. Quite honestly, I did not feel recovered and ready to go to event 2, but I just convinced myself it was fine. Everyone, I'm sure all the other athletes felt the same as me. Event 1, when we came off the floor, I feel like some athletes, a lot actually, were like, that was so fun. And I'm like, I definitely didn't have fun, but there's been like a lot of running events that I have been miserable during, and I wasn't miserable, so that's good. I executed as well as I could. I did look at my watch after the event was over, and it was actually like 3.1. But I mean, it was 10 rounds of a 400 with the sandbag, so the sandbag probably wasn't counted in the 2.5 miles that we were running, so it ended up being like over 3. But my splits got a lot faster. The first mile was like 7:44, and then like 7:15, and the last one was 6:34 with the sandbag carries. So I'm like, that's actually, if that watch is accurate, that was pretty fast. So yeah, I had a kick at the end, and yeah, that was really that event. Event 2 didn't go great. I was definitely nervous. I just have this fear of the long straps of muscle ups because I don't know, it's just ingrained in me because I've been competing for like the last 10 years, and I've probably been on rings that long of straps like maybe 10 times in my life. And the first few times I was really bad at muscle ups, so it was kind of like, I don't know. It's just ingrained in my head that like I'm just scared of those straps. So that's unfortunate. I wish I had access to like train on them because even out there today I was like, whoa, these straps are not near as bad as I had worked it up in my head to be. But just not having access to train on them, you have to be very cautious. So I did fail her up. I was literally just, I think I was just stressed out. And then the snatches, I was super confident in the snatches. Felt so light in the warm-up area. And the turf was so hard. Everyone was talking about it. It just felt extremely unstable. Like when you start a snatch, I kind of like roll the bar to my shins. Like it touches my shins before I like lift it off. And with the turf, the bar like wouldn't roll. So like you were kind of snatching with the bar like way out in front of you. So it is what it is. It was like that for everyone. But I was just kind of caught off guard. Failed 2 snatches, which was not part of the plan. Those were very costly. And yeah, actually, like, I never get like upset about workouts, but I'm just like frustrated and like sad. I was like, dang, I'm just sad because I feel like I could have done so much better in that workout. Um, and I did not execute. So it is what it is. We're 2 workouts down. We still have 7 to go. So the first 2 workouts, I had to kind of stay in my lane. But this next one, I feel very confident in back squats and wall walks and wall facing handstand push ups. So I think that I'll be able to kind of like play and race a little bit. So that will be fun. We're done for the day. We just finished the last event. It was really fun. I loved it. I didn't really know what to expect. I know that like I'm pretty good at back squatting and like wall walks and handstand push-ups. But when you're competing with like 20 of the fittest girl in the world, you just like never really know how you're gonna stack up. Like 260 is not like a bad weight for me. I'm pretty comfortable at that. But doing 8 in the middle of a workout is a bit heavy. It was honestly more of a wall walk workout than it was a back squat workout if you were comfortable with that kind of weight. Like racing the other girls, I was kind of racing them on the wall opposed to the squats. The squats were just kind of there. It went better than I expected. I got second, so that was fun to kind of end on, especially after kind of being bummed about how the second event went. Just gotta turn the page, keep going. But yeah, now we're back. It's like 9 o'clock, so gonna go to bed. Probably gonna have to eat dinner. I ate like a small little dinner before that event, but when you're competing, you just have to constantly force feed yourself. Get a lot of calories and carbs so that I'm feeling good tomorrow. So I'm like dead tired. It's a long day.
Fourth after day 1. Solid.
How you feel about today?
I don't know. She's never done a log bar muscle up. That's what we're about to go work on. I imagine that most girls would go to singles, so I think we can tell her to do singles from the rip. Or if she goes back there and sick on them, then kind of do a big set and then go to singles. But that's what that workout is to me. If it was just thrusters and rowing, then she probably would be up at the very top. But the log is kind of the unknown. So we'll see. I think it could be a top 5 regardless of how the log is, as long as she can be consistent through I think it's 20 reps. So that should be all right. And then what's the next one? The rope climb, devil press. Another good one. Regular rope climbs are good for her. I think legless might have posed more of a problem, but since they're regular, like no issue. And then hinging the 70-pound dumbbell, the devil press is a strength of hers. So I like that one for her as well. She seems good, man. Like, she seems pretty loose. She seems like she's having fun. I think it's cool to have her and Sydney together. Like, they get to compete together, which I think they both enjoy. It's like a family support thing back there. Yeah, she seemed happy. Like, at this point in her career, she knows kind of what she needs to do, and she gets over bad performances quickly and doesn't, like, kind of hang on to good performances to them, right? Like, she just kind of gets on with it and knows how to execute to the best of her ability and be okay with that. So, no, it's just business as usual.
It was actually pretty bad. Not gonna lie. We started with the log muscle up workout, and it just did not go good. I've never been on a log muscle up thing before, and it definitely showed like who hasn't been on one before. I think it was kind of frustrating because I know they have this like every year. So like if you've done rogue before, you've been on the log before. But I've never done it when there was a log workout. So definitely showed, because I felt like I was figuring it out towards the end. The workout was over at that point. It's something like if I had access to train on it, it would have went a lot better. So that one sucked. And then the next one, event 5, was like rope climbs and devil's press, single arm devil press. It went good. I feel like that workout was more of like a fitnessy, like lung burner than it was like anything else, which I like. I love when I get like fitness test, because that's what I consider myself pretty good at. A top 5 finish in that one. I was really happy going into the last one. I was in really good mood. Was really excited about the last workout. I haven't been able to a duel. I've done like similar type workouts at the games, but never at Rogue. I like the idea of having that strongman implement. It was like I don't even know what it's called. It was like stairs that you had to climb with weight. But yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I was glad we got to try that out. It's always like nerve-wracking to kind of figure it out on the floor, because we had like one little like makeshift step in the back to practice with, but we had never been on like 4 of them. So yeah, the idea of the event was pretty cool. At the end, there's like a little red line that they did make very clear that if you didn't get your weight over the red line, that you would be penalized 10 seconds. This event was happening so fast, like every half a second matters. Like I just feel like the whole event was a blur. So when I got past the line, my weight didn't go past the line enough. It was on the red line. So I ended up getting a 10-second penalty. There's no coming back from that. So yeah, I didn't make it past the first round, and was honestly pretty upset about it. I haven't really been like that upset about an event in a really long time, just because it wasn't like a fitness mistake. It was like a stupid little error that I made that like dropped me from 4th place to 8th place, which I was like happy to even still be in the top 10 after a last place on that event. So I started looking at the leaderboard and I was like, oh my gosh. It honestly made it worse because I didn't know I was in 4th place. So I like looked at the leaderboard before I had refreshed with my last place, and I was in 4th. And I was like, oh, well, That's actually even worse because if I was like not doing well, I'd have been like, whatever, it's the last place. But like when you're doing well, you're like, dang it, I just ruined it. So I honestly like felt a little sick. Like I couldn't eat for like an hour because I was like just feeling so upset about it. But I mean, I came into this competition just trying to have fun, not worried about what place I was in. So I mean, in doing that, I've done really well. So I'm like, we'll just keep it up. I'm not gonna worry about whether I'm in the top or not, and just try to keep chipping away and do the best that I can. So. Throughout, day we started off with the pegboard event. Went into the day in 8th place. I was really, really confident actually going to the pegboard workout. I was really pumped about that one. CrossFit Trivium set one up for me. So nice of them. And so I had been able to like practice on it a little bit. They announced it like a week before we got to Scotland. I had practiced like technique, but I'd never really done a workout with it. And the pegboard was like 3 times the size of the one that I've been training on. So I think that probably played a factor into blowing up so early on, but I kind of went out and did the workout and just like attacked it too early. I thought I would be really good at that workout, so I kind of was racing people and I just blew up. So during the second round, I got halfway through the pegboard and then just went into failure. Like literally, it's crazy. Like I literally failed the last like 2 pegs twice because my grip was just so messed up. Like by the time I got there, instead of like skipping holes, like I was watching a video on my first rep and I was skipping like 3 or 4 holes. Like it was going by pretty quickly, but at that point I was literally doing like hole for hole and that really taxed my forearms. Completely blew up and it's so frustrating when you're so close to the end, but your grip is so gone and I literally couldn't get the peg out. So yeah, that was really frustrating. I just like kind of had to sit there for like 5 minutes and was just like, if I go before this, I will just keep failing. And it's so hard to rest on the competition floor. It's the last thing that you want to do. You feel stupid. Time goes by like really slow, and all you want to do is keep chipping away at the workout, but your muscles are just in failure. So just had to stand there. But thankfully, most of the time when that happens, you're just stuck there for the whole workout. But I was able to overcome it and ended up getting the rest of that half and then a full another one. And then I got time capped going into the final round. So it felt in the moment like I did horrible, but I ended up getting 10th. So not good, but it could have been worse. Event 8, that one, when it was announced and all the workouts were announced, that was my favorite one. So I was really looking forward to that event. Sometimes those ones that I'm like looking forward to the most are kind of like the most nerve-wracking because I do want to perform really well. And especially it being so close to the end, I knew I had some work to do to get back to a spot that I would be proud of. So I would say it was mostly a heavy rope workout. The handstand walk definitely was a factor, but I think the rope was the most important piece of that workout. 100 heavy jump rope is like a lot. Most of the time, you don't really do more than 50 in a workout, so to do like at a time. So to do chunks of 100 is just a lot. You're gonna have to break them up, but can you just like be quick to start again? It was really important. So I took 3rd place on that one, which was exciting. Moved me up to I think like 6th maybe, going into the final workout. They didn't announce the final workout until 1:15 and my heat was at 2 o'clock. So I had 45 minutes after they announced the workout to get ready for it, which is fun. Like it's cool to like not know what you're gonna do until right before. It was 15 sandbag cleans at 125, 10 at 150, and then 5 at 175. So honestly, when they first announced it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so fast. Like, it's going to be a well, full-on sprint. But when you think about it, you're like, okay, that's 30 sandbag cleans, which is actually a lot. And the last 5 are, like, extremely heavy. So my strategy was to kind of just take the first 125 bag and like chill, like don't go too fast, and kind of just gradually increase speed. I saw a lot of girls like failing the last bag in the heat before me, so I didn't want to get to that point. And I was happy about how I did it, but coming off floor, I was like, I definitely went a little bit too conservative. I could have pushed the pace a little bit more, but when it comes down to it, I don't think it really would have made a difference if I would have like went a little bit faster. I would have finished in the same place that I got. So yeah, I finished 5th overall. I'm happy with that. I didn't really know what to expect. I've been training, but like I didn't feel like as confident or like as fit as I did like leading into the games, just because I've allowed myself to have a lot more balance. Yeah, so I didn't really know what to expect. So I'm really happy with 5th, especially I definitely like 3 workouts come to mind that I just absolutely made huge mistakes on, and it was very costly. So learn from those. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to be doing Wadapalooza. I'm going to do team. I'm going back and forth in between doing individual, but I think I just want to take like a fat off season and just kind of chill out for the next couple months, because the turnaround from the games to this competition was 3 months, and so I didn't really have much time off. I took like a month off for fun, and then it was like right back into training, which normally take a lot more time than that. It's really hard to keep on training like full throttle throughout the whole year if you want to prioritize like the CrossFit Games season. So thanks for watching. This was a really fun weekend at the Rogue Invitational. I'm definitely going to try to be more active on YouTube coming up. So make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see.